Do you ever feel like you can understand English, but when native speakers talk, you get completely lost? Today we're gonna listen to a real conversation with a native speaker from the USA.
Hello, I'm Eric.
No scripts, no textbook dialogues, just natural American English. Listen carefully to the words, expressions, and the way native speakers actually answer everyday questions. And if you'd like to improve your speaking, pause the video and answer the questions yourself. Guys, if you'd like to dive deeper into this conversation, I created a complete guide with useful phrases, simple explanations, and examples. You'll get access to versions in English, Spanish, Russian, and Chinese. You can get it on my Patreon or Ko-fi by becoming a member. Check the link in the description and join me to improve your English with exclusive study materials, learning plans, and more. All right, let's rock and roll.
Let's get started.
All right, Eric, where are you from?
I'm from Kansas City, Missouri.
Tell me a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm 29 years old. I'm currently attending my local university, the University of Missouri, Kansas, and I recently got a job as a social studies teacher.
Eric, what do you like to do in your free time?
My favorite things to do during my free time would probably be cooking, reading, and can I say listening to music? Does that count? Listening to music.
Eric, what are you into these days?
These days, whenever I can travel in, I've had a fair amount of trips thus far this year, so that's probably the number one activity.
Travel.
Yes.
What are your hobbies?
Mostly cooking, reading, working out. I love movies, so going to the movies a lot.
Nice. Are you more of a planner or do you go with the flow?
When I'm the leader, I'm the planner. But usually when I'm in a group and someone else is taking charge, then I pretty much just go with the flow.
Fair enough. What does a typical day look like for you?
A typical day looks like I start off with a big cup of coffee. I always need that.
I can relate.
Then I go to work for a few hours. And then after work, I have dinner. And after dinner, I typically do some form of exercise, whether it's lifting weights, going for a run and or a walk.
Do you have a part-time job?
Not currently.
You mentioned you exercise in the evenings. Are you a morning person or a night owl?
Unfortunately, I'm both. That's the worst combination.
All right, I'm a morning person. What do you usually do on weekends?
Typically, if I can, I like to go out with my friends. And that can involve going to downtown Kansas City or just going to a local cafe, coffee shop, and socializing.
Do you sometimes stay in?
Rarely, but sometimes, yes.
Ooh, this one is interesting. What's your go-to comfort food?
Comfort food. Lately, it's been anything seafood, particularly salmon.
Salmon, yeah.
Yes, raw salmon.
That's healthy.
Mm-hmm.
What's something you do every day without thinking about it?
Honestly, one of them is rehearsing my languages. I like to practice both Japanese and German. So like if I'm in the shower, I'll just be talking to myself in like one of the languages. I don't even realize I'm doing it half the time.
Do you think in English or German or Japanese?
I don't think at all.
I usually early or late.
Hyper punctual. I will say earlier is on time is late, and late is unacceptable.
Very German. Who knows you best?
My best friends.
Your best friends, okay, not your family.
My family knows certain parts of me the best, but in regards to things I tell and I'm open about, my closest friends know the most.
How many siblings do you have?
I have 5 siblings.
Who do you call when something good happens?
I call my best friend JD.
How about when something bad happens?
Usually my best friend JD.
Hi, JD. What's your biggest pet peeve?
My biggest pet peeve would be people who overly complain, honestly.
Could you please explain what a pet peeve is?
A pet peeve is something that people do that personally annoys you. It could be anything. It is completely subjective. For me, a lot of people complain, right? For me in particular, it annoys me a lot.
I complain all the time. How do you stand me?
Don't make me answer that.
Many of you ask me how to improve your English step by step. That's why I created my B1 English practice plans. Each month includes 8 structured lessons covering listening, reading, writing, and speaking. Everything is organized for you so you don't have to spend hours searching for materials. Just open the lesson and follow the instructions. Month 3 is now available and you can get all 3 months for a special price. That's 24 lessons already planned for you. If you'd like to study consistently and feel more confident in English, check the link in the description or scan the QR code. Thank you for learning with me and I'll see you in the lessons. Okay guys, pay attention because now we're gonna practice have you ever structure. Are you ready? Eric, have you ever met a celebrity?
Not personally, but the closest I have to that is seeing, at the time, President Barack Obama visit my neighborhood.
I once met the members of Rammstein in St. Petersburg.
I'm so jealous.
In the park. Yeah. Have you ever missed a flight?
Yes, but it was not my fault.
That's my biggest fear.
I got called back from work right when I was at the gate, and it was a work emergency, and I absolutely had to go back.
I know you've been to Asia. Have you ever tried a weird food?
I don't want to say weird, but the most unique food I've ever tried would be North Vietnam's fried worms.
Oh, insects. Oh,
It tasted like hamburger in the
gross. Have you ever gotten lost while traveling?
Yes, but for me, that's usually intentional.
I like to explore and see new places.
Yeah. And for this one, I've got a nice expression for you. Getting off the beaten track, right?
Hey, that's perfectly applicable.
Eric, what's something you're really excited about right now?
Personally, I'm really looking forward to the next semester starting so I can get in the weeds of my education. I'm working on a master's in history.
Are you excited about traveling with me and my family?
I am, yes. I would not say no to going just about anywhere. And thus far, it's been such a sincere pleasure. And it's been very exciting getting to travel with you.
Yeah, thank you. Eric, what's a skill you'd love to learn?
To play a musical instrument.
Which one?
The piano.
The piano.
The piano.
To play Billy Joel?
I was thinking more Rolling Stones.
Rolling Stones, okay.
Well,
Okay,
Sure, why not?
okay. I would love to play the guitar and the drums. Yeah. What is your favorite place you've ever visited?
Okay. I feel it's unfair to nail it down, but if you're gonna make me, I would probably say Japan.
Japan.
Yes.
What are the top 3?
Top 3 places in Japan?
Yes.
As far as places I've been to, the top 3 have primarily been Okinawa, Osaka, and Tokyo.
Nice. Now, what's your dream destination?
Again, I would love to go absolutely anywhere. I don't think I would say no to anywhere, but currently my dream destination would be Reykjavik, Iceland.
Nice. What's one thing you wish more people knew about your hometown, Kansas City?
Well, Kansas City is almost exactly in the middle of the continental United States. So unfortunately, many people see it as just a pit stop on their way to either Los Angeles or New York City. So I would want more people to actually spend the time to get to know Kansas City and embrace all the cultural nuances that we have to offer.
Do people sometimes mix it up with the state, Kansas?
Yes. Well, it's confusing because there's Kansas City, Missouri, which is where I'm from there. And then there's Kansas City, Kansas. And they are exactly right next to each other. And even, I would say a majority of people from the United States mix them up all the time. That's why I always specify Kansas City, Missouri.
Missouri. And wait, Ali was referring to the state, Kansas, right? In In the Wizard of Oz.
Yes, the
We're
state
not in
Kansas.
Kansas anymore.
Correct.
That's it. Eric, what makes you happy?
Good food, good company, good music.
All right, we're going deeper. What's the best piece of advice you've ever received?
I would say that there is less traffic on the extra mile.
That's deep.
That was our slogan in cross country.
Say it again for me.
There is less traffic on the extra mile.
Wow, that's beautifully said. All right, what are your goals for the future?
Earning my degree and then realistically starting a family.
If money wasn't an issue, what would you do?
Astronaut.
Astronaut. Oh,
Elite. Simple.
you want to go to the moon or Mars?
I would like to start with the International Space Station, and then from there, sure, send me Mars. I will be one of the first to colonize Mars.
If you could give one piece of advice to a younger self, what would it be?
I'm gonna cheat and give you two because it's either or. One would be learn the languages earlier. I started a little later in life compared to many people around the world. And two, I mentioned I would like to learn the piano. I wish I learned at a young age and I was still learning and playing today.
And what piece of advice would you give to English learners around the world?
I would say no matter how much you struggle and get frustrated with language acquisition and learning, just learning to appreciate the journey and not the destination. For me, I am proud of myself, not because I am so good at foreign language, but because I practice them every day.
Yeah, so make mistakes and enjoy the process.
Great job. Now it's your turn. Choose 3 questions from this video and then answer them in the comments.
We'll be reading them and we would love to hear your answers. If you enjoyed this conversation and would like to see more videos with native speakers, please give this video a like and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next lesson.
See you next time.
Thank you, Eric. Oh.
That is an awkward sibling hug.
Yeah.